I know I'm real late for saying this, but I had no idea that this Heather chick that y'all was talking about, I had no idea that she was dead. I haven't really seen the obituary of her. I haven't really seen none of that. Um, I just kept looking at the comments. They say, "Yo, Jay, you know she's dead, right?" I'm like, "What?" Like, I didn't even know. So that just goes to show I don't keep tabs with someone like her. But acclaiming everybody on the internet saying that she's dead and had a heart failure. I mean, if anybody has the proof that she's truly dead, show me the proof. I'm not going to sit here and try to debate with people about this because honestly, I don't know her. But I keep saying this, and I've said this over and over again. Why? Why is every time that somebody involved with Cyrax, they ends up dead? Mr. Gordon's dead. Marty's dead. She's dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys kind of seeing that? It's like every time when Cyrax has problems with these people, these people that he's had an issue with in the past, are dropping dead. Now, they've asked Cyrax did he had anything to do with Heather's death, and of course he's gonna say no, because why would he be dumb enough to admit it on the internet? Because he know if he admitted it, he know he's going to prison for life. So a real, you know what I'm saying, a killer is not going to get on the internet and say, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I had something to do. A real killer ain't going to do that. So whether he had something to do with her death or not, there really ain't no proof of that though. But I just noticed a lot of things that people that's had an issue with Cyrax, they just ends up dead. Or Cyrax probably goes to his bed at night and he gets on his knees and he just pray that it happened to a certain individual, and evidently somebody is granting Cyrax wishes. Cyrax probably get on both of his knees near his bed and pray to God, like, could you please, Lord, can you please take them out of this world for me? They've been so mean to me. Marty's been so mean to me. Could you please take him out this earth? They grant him that wish. My ex-girlfriend named Heather, she broke my heart. I nearly deleted myself over her. Could you please take her? Got rid of her. Lord, can you please take out Mr. Gordon? He was also mean to me. Mr. Gordon is gone. Y'all kind of see what I'm saying? Why is people dying though? Like it's really suspicious. I don't have no proof of this. I don't have the proof of this though, but it just really fit. It's just really suspicious though. You know, the epi. I don't like to wish jail on people, but if you're somebody like Cyrax and you get into it with these people, and the next thing you know, these people end up dead. Something very fishy about that, people. Very fishy about it. And of course, Cyrax, it would be really hard to kind of prove that Cyrax did it because unless he knows somebody, I mean, we know Cyrax ain't got no money to have somebody to delete her, but because he's always hiding in that house. So I don't know, people. You could just look at this picture right here. You could just look at her and tell that she looked like she was miserable. Miserable. You just look at her face expression, and when you see a woman look like this, she's not happy with you. She's miserable. I even seen a video on YouTube, him and her just going back and forth like a bunch of kindergartens. He's calling her all types of names, and she told Cyrax that you don't know how to eat my coochie right and this and that. I'm like, damn. She put you on blast like that, Cyrax? She was also talking about your Twinkie. This is what kills me about women's like Heather. This is what makes me laugh. Y'all sit there and you sleep with these dudes. You sleep with them, and y'all saying that they was horrible in the bed, but you kept letting them bang you. You know what I'm saying? You know how it be, right? Oh, he was horrible in the bed, but yet you let him bang you 5 or 6 times or more. So you must have loved it. I don't get women's like that. Oh, he was horrible in the bed. He's got a little Twinkie and this and that, but yet you still let him bang you. I mean, she is a big girl, all right, though. So Cyrax probably couldn't penetrate her coochie because that's how small he is compared to her. But hey, she wanted to sleep with the goblin, and you know what? She died from the goblin disease. Cyrax injected her with the goblin disease, and she died of a heart failure. Now, again, I don't know if she's dead or not. This might be a troll move right here because maybe she probably wanted to fake her death to probably get out this troll community. Or if she is truly dead, I guess all the pressure that she was dealing with off the internet, people making her life miserable, saying, "Oh, I can't believe you slept with that goblin. Ew, you got goblin disease." Ugh. Who knows? She probably can't even go in the grocery store in no peace without somebody recognizing her and saying, "Hey, you that chick that dated Cyrax. You that chick that slept with Cyrax. Hey, I know you." Maybe that probably gotten under her skin or whatever like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys out there might know the details of her death, of having a heart failure and everything like that. But it's crazy though, man. It's crazy that people that associate themselves with Cyrax ends up dead. It's crazy, people. I'm surprised the cops haven't questioned this dude. Came over there and questioned him. His wives, every time when someone has a problem with you, they end up dropping dead for some reason. I don't know, people. It's just suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Cyrax got 3. Well, I can't prove it. I don't have no proof that he had anything to do with it. But yeah, Cyrax, you got like 3 bodies on you, man. Three bodies on you. I don't know if it's luck or God himself up there is looking out for you, for the people that you claim that done you wrong and bullied you. Maybe God is probably is looking out for you and granting your wishes to take these people off this earth. Maybe that might have something to do with it, though. I don't know. I have no idea. Somebody is granting Cyrax wishes. I don't know if it's witchcraft or something. Ain't no telling what Cyrax is doing. Cyrax probably practicing witchcraft or something and cursed the people who done him wrong. I sure as hell hope he doesn't try to curse me. Had me going. Like for real though, man. Like for real. You know, Cyrax, you must have more than 9 lives, dude, because the big question is how in the world is this dude still alive? After everything he's been through on social media, including his personal life, how in the world that he is still alive after dealing with all that? Cyrax must have more than 9 lives. I tell you that. He must have 30 or 40 or 50 lives. Because anybody that deals and goes through on what you dealing with, they probably would have done committed suicide by now. They probably would have deleted themselves. They probably most likely would have deleted themselves, or probably had enough common sense to stay off the internet, if you know what I'm saying, and just say and leave this internet stuff behind. But in his case, he refused to do it. He refused to. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how in the world that you let this internet drama, troll stuff break y'all two up anyway, man. I'm not the type of person that want to see people fail in life. I like to see people try to do good. But, looking back at all this, man, obviously these two broke up because of this internet drama. When they should have just kept whatever problems that they should have kept that behind closed doors. And that's how it should be in a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to bring your girl on the internet, that's cool. You want to bring your girl on the internet, but don't let people on the internet, especially the trolls, ruin y'all's relationship. And that's how I'm looking at it, though. I'm looking at it like y'all two let this internet stuff just ruin y'all. People wanted to see you two break up, and you two fed into it. You two fed into it and let the people on the internet affect y'all's relationship. Because me personally, I have a woman, and that's Alyssa. But I'll tell you this, whatever disagreement me and Alyssa have, it's going to stay in our personal life. I'm not going to get on this internet and bring up on the problems that me and Alyssa's having in our personal life. No. Whatever disagreement me and Alyssa have, it's going to stay in our personal life. I'm not going to get on the internet like you do, Cyrax. Oh, she left me. We both having disagreements. Like, who does that? Who does that? Why would anybody want to be with a guy like you, Cyrax, when you can't even keep the drama off the internet? Whatever problems that you deal in your personal life with your ex-girlfriend, you bring it on the internet. You both bring it on the internet. You entertain the trolls out there. That's what they wanted to see. And you two didn't disappoint. Y'all gave the troll community what they wanted. You did. And you two had a weak relationship. You know what your problem was, Cyrax? Your standards on wanting to leave a woman was low. And that's the problem with people like you, Cyrax, is that y'all don't set y'all standards up high on dumping the woman. You could have easily just kicked her out. You should have set your standards up high and let her know that you're not going to be disrespecting me. You living with me, and you know what? If you act like you don't want to respect me, or you want to act weird when we get on camera with that, you know what? You can leave my house. You can go ahead and leave. You pack your bags up and get up off my house. You got to set your standards up very high and let a woman know that I ain't afraid to leave you. I ain't afraid to dump you. But that's the problem with some of you dudes out there. Some of y'all dudes out there have low standards. If a woman act like she ain't happy around you, she disrespects you, come at you sideways, trying to show out in front of people, then you need to set your standards up high where you need to let her ass know that you ain't going to continue on being disrespected by her and that I will leave your ass if you don't cut this shit out. Your standards got to be high. In Cyrax's case, his standards is very low when it comes to a woman. He has no standards because his standards is low. So, of course, a woman is going to walk all over you because you have low standards, buddy. Low standards. But, I don't regret what I said during the time period when she was on Earth, Heather. I would say it to her again. I'd be like, what was you thinking? Why would you get with a guy like Cyrax? You know what I'm saying? Why would you get with a loser like him? She's no longer here to say that. But people keep saying, oh, she's dead, Jay. She's dead. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, though. But again, maybe all this depression that she was dealing with off the internet probably finally caught up with her. She don't even look like she's in good health anyway. You just look at these videos and you can tell she's not really in good health. But I guess all this arguing and going back and forth with Cyrax and Cyrax getting on the internet, throwing her under the bus, I guess it probably caught up with her health. It took effect on her health probably. And that's why I keep saying over and over again is how in the world Cyrax still living. I'm like, anybody that deal what you deal with, bro, they would have been dead by now. Going through what you're going through, Cyrax. So yeah, Cyrax got more than one nine lives, people. I mean, I hate to say it, but he's got more than one nine lives. He must have 50 or 100 lives left in him. Because I don't know how in the world that someone like him haven't deleted himself already, dealing with this nonsense on the internet. I mean, at the same time, it's a joke. He's a joke. So I don't know how Heather died. Maybe she probably wanted to die. Probably, I don't know. But if she is gone, she's probably looking in the other worlds right now, shaking her head at you, saying, "Oh my God, Chance, you still dealing with these trolls?" You know what, Cyrax? When it's your time to go, if you did have something to do with their death, Marty's death, Heather's death, Mr. Gordon's death, if you had something to do with that, they waiting for you in other world. They waiting for you in other world, especially Marty. Especially Marty. You know Marty's waiting for you in other world, and trust me, you ain't gonna have a when Marty sees you in other world, Cyrax, you already know what time it is. You know what time it is, man. Marty just waiting very patiently for you to see you again. Because we all gotta go. You know, none of us is gonna live forever. All of our time is gonna come. But when your time comes, Cyrax, yeah, Marty's gonna be glad to see you again. Hey, real talk, people. Marty gonna be happy to see him again. He said, "Hey, Chance, I can bully you all over again and pick on you all over again." Cyrax, you ain't gonna be able to sleep in peace when it's time when it's your time to go. When you got somebody like Marty after you. See, everything that you're dealing with right now, Cyrax, you're getting your karma, and karma's real. What goes around comes around. And you basically getting your karma. That's why your Xbox blew up. That's why you got glitter bomb. That's why they tried to torch your grandmother's car. That's why you got knocked out by Alex. You getting your karma, man. Because think about how you talk to people. God don't like ugly. So everything you dealing with, everything you said to Heather and Marty and all of them in the past, it's coming back and bite you in the butt, man. It's all coming back to haunt you. That's why you having so much bad luck. That's why you so scared to go outside. Because you know what time it is. You know that. Gosh, boy, Heather, what was you thinking, woman, getting involved with this goblin? What in the world? Did you really thought that you really thought you could have a future with this goblin? Like, really? What was you thinking that you was going to have a future with this goblin? Gosh, imagine if he's got you pregnant. Imagine what that child probably would have looked like. Oh my God, man. Could y'all imagine? She getting pregnant, Heather getting pregnant by Cyrax. Imagine, and then she ends up giving birth, and it be like an alien creature that comes out of her. Like, oh my God, it makes you. Instead of people saying, "Oh my God, it's a girl or a boy, it's so cute." No, ain't nobody gonna be saying that. When that baby come out of Heather, everybody gonna be puking like, throwing up. Oh my God, what is that creature? Oh my God, is that an alien? Oh my God. Heather looking at that baby and saying like, "Oh my God, get that baby away from me. That's not my child. That's some creature." Cyrax, he probably be smiling and everything like that and say, "It's my son and daughter. Give it back to me." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, man. Things happen for a reason. I don't see you being a good parent, Cyrax, as you a PDF. I don't ever see you being a parent. Never. You're too disgusting. You're too gross. You're too nasty. You're not fit to be a father, Cyrax. You can't even take care of yourself. So what makes you think that you're going to be able to take care of your own kids? You don't even have a job. You don't even have a job, so even if you had kids, your own kids, how you going to take care of them? Huh? You don't even have a job. Ed and Sally would do what they can to try to help you out, but They too old to trying to have babies. They too old to sit there and try to babysit some kid running around the house. They too old for that. That'd be your job to do. I'm just saying if he would have got Heather pregnant, he would have been in a world of trouble. Especially that child. That child would have been in a world of trouble. Dude don't work. Dude hide in the house. He don't want to go out and get a job to try to help provide for the child. None of that. I can see Heather right now pulling Cyrax for child support. I'm just saying if he was able to get her pregnant, I can see her pulling him for child support, which he wouldn't get a dime from him because he ain't gonna go out and work. But I guarantee if she would have took child support out on him, he would have had no choice but to go out and go get a job or else go to jail. I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to work. Well, how you gonna take care of that child then? He wouldn't be fit for no be no father, people. Ain't no way. No way in the world. But yeah. Look at this picture again. Just look at her face expression, people. She's looking like that right now at Cyrax. But that face expression right there, that tells you a lot on what she dealt with Cyrax. Saying that Cyrax abused her and this and that. I don't see how in the world Cyrax abused you anyway. Because first of all, you bigger than Cyrax and you stronger than Cyrax. So I don't know how in the world that you let this little goblin right here abuse you and did all that to you. I don't see that. You bigger than Cyrax. So I know. I mean, you a woman, but still, how you gonna let a weak goblin like Cyrax did you like that if he really did abuse you? And which we seen on camera, but I'm just saying. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way someone like Cyrax could overpower a woman like that. Because if it had been any other woman out there, they would have fought Cyrax to fought him and beat him down to the freaking ground. But I don't know, people. That's just my thoughts about the whole thing, though. But anyway, yeah, I didn't know she was dead, y'all. So yeah, thanks for telling me that. But I didn't know she was dead, though. But again, if anybody knows have her obituary or anything like that, just tell me what website to go on. Because if there's no obituary about her, then this is all fake. Maybe this is her way of trying to escape the troll community because she's probably sick and tired of Cyrax bringing her name up. I don't know. I'm just assuming, people. But anyway, that's all I want to say. Peace.